the doctor called us right away and said that we should come in. And still even at that point, I was not thinking cancer at all. You know, here's a 17-year-old kid, healthy, never had so much as an ear infection, you know, until he actually said that word, that there's a tumor in his arm.
He had several months of pain in his left arm, and it just was getting worse and worse, and he ultimately got an MRI, which showed a large tumor in his humerus, the bone in his arm. He also unfortunately has a handful of lesions in his lung that are also the osteosarcoma.
It was pretty scary because you just don't think that's ever going to happen. You know, we don't have any kind of cancer in our family, and like I said, they've been so healthy, both my kids, and it was just really a shock.
Osteosarcoma, the disease that Sawyer has, is a very difficult cancer, and right now there are only a couple of drugs, a couple of different chemotherapy agents that are effective in this disease, and if those don't work, we have really very few options to treat Sawyer.
You know, he just was so tired of the arm pain that he was glad to finally figure out, okay, this is what it is. So now what do we do? What's the next step? And he's been really strong, just being a trooper. I think, you know, he has his down times, of course, where he just wonders, why is this all happening to me? But for the most part, he's been really positive and just wanting to do what he's got to do, and so he can get back to his life.
You know, I think when he was first diagnosed, they were obviously very devastated and have, I think, adjusted really nicely and are just, you know, doing everything they can to make sure that he survives and that this goes away and doesn't come back.
And even just seeing my own child, you know, with no hair and it just, you know, hooked up to all the machines, it's just surreal almost, you know, but very real at the same time.
We need more therapies for osteosarcoma. We really do. And unfortunately, we haven't made as much progress as we need to, and so we need to do more research in order to find more effective treatments to cure kids like Sawyer.
Just got to keep moving. A lot of prayers, and just keep moving forward and try to, you know, see the end, the light at the end of the tunnel, and just keep moving and thinking positive. And
he's, you know, really handling his chemotherapy very well, but he has a really difficult disease to treat, especially because we know that it was already in his lungs when he was first diagnosed. So, you know, we're trying our best, but and we hope for the best, but we're not quite sure right now.